fact that Halloween is over. But I want to say happy belated Halloween. I hope you guys had an amazing night, amazing day, whatever you did. If you went trick-or-treating, if you went to a party, if you gave out candy, whatever you did, I hope you had a great time. Let me know in the comments what your plans were, what you dressed up as, and how your night was. I went trick-or-treating and it was so much fun. Unfortunately, it was freezing outside and it was raining, so that wasn't that good, but it was still an amazing night. I got a lot of candy. I've been eating it and I just feel so sick lately. It's just, oh my god, I'm like so bloated too from eating all this candy. And I wanted to say, okay, so when I was trick-or-treating, you guys know that Bloody Mary house, that house that's across the street from me, and I nicknamed it the Bloody Mary house because I feel like Bloody Mary lives there. I've never seen anybody go into that house. I see lights on, like creepy lights through the windows, and my bedroom is also facing this house, so I'm constantly seeing this house when I am in my bedroom. So it was Halloween night, I was trick-or-treating, I went to the Bloody Mary house, and the lights were all off. Nobody was there. It looked like nobody was there. And I was like, ugh, because I wanted to see who lived there. Like, who knows? Bloody Mary could have opened the door at me and been like, hey, Brittany, I know that you've been watching me from your window and you think that I live here, and I do live here. And I wanted to say, okay, so last night, was it last night? No, Sunday night. Oh my god. Yeah, it was Sunday night because I'm filming this on Monday. Duh. So yeah, it was not Sunday night, it was Sunday during the day, and I just so happened, I was walking into my bedroom, and I have 3 big windows in my room, and they all face the Bloody Mary house. I'm always seeing the Bloody Mary house when I'm looking out the window. So anyways, the window that is closest to my bedroom door is the window that I was looking out of, because as soon as you walk into my bedroom, that's the window you automatically kind of look out of. So I looked out the window and I noticed in one of the windows of the Bloody Mary house, the curtain was kind of pulled, almost like somebody was looking at me, but they were a ghost looking at me, or it was Bloody Mary looking at me. So I was like, and I was like eating something too, so my jaw dropped and like the food came out of my mouth because I was like, oh my god, who's staring at me? This is like a horror movie. And then I see a black like figure just walk by, and I was like, what? Did that just happen? And then I just kept on watching, and I was like eating my food still, and then the black figure walked the other way. So I was like, somebody lives in that house, and I don't know if it's Bloody Mary. Like, what if she's just like walking by trying to mess with me, or what if like the people that live in that house, they know my YouTube channel and they're watching me and they're trying to mess with me because they know that I called their house the Bloody Mary house, and they're all like mad at me. So now like every time they see me looking out my window, they start acting and doing really weird things through the window. I don't know, but that was a really scary moment. It was like a scene out of a horror movie. So anyways guys, today's video is another creepy story that I'm going to share with you guys. It used to scare me to death when I was a child, and I'm really upset because I'm not dressed in a costume or anything. Oh, it's just so sad. But I decided to film in front of my catacombs background because I feel like I've kind of been ignoring this one, so I'm like, hey girl, I'm back here. So anyways, let's get started. So this story actually takes place in Savannah, Georgia, which I'm like pretty excited about because that's like my favorite place in the world, because you guys know why it's like my favorite place ever. September 4th, 1988. A 14-year-old boy by the name of Jason received an antique wooden bed from his father as a Christmas gift. The first night Jason slept in this bed, he felt a cold breath on his neck. He also felt like something or someone was standing at the foot of his bed watching him. He kind of just thought it was all in his head and that he was paranoid and that the cold breath on his neck was just a draft. But no, he's not paranoid, and it was not a draft. It was a ghost. Jason kind of just brushed that whole experience off, and he just kind of, forgot about it. Well, he didn't really forget about it. But the third night that he was in his bed, or in his bedroom, he saw his pillow start flattening, almost like somebody was laying their head down. And he saw this with his own eyes. So he ran out of his room, he told his mom. His mom did not believe him. She believes in spirits and ghosts and stuff, but she thought there was some logical explanation and that there was no ghost in his room. So she kind of was just like, there's nothing there, get over it. Well, I don't know if that's what she said, but yeah. So that night, Jason went to sleep in that bed again. The next morning he woke up and he actually has a picture of his grandparents on his nightstand beside him. So when he woke up, that picture was shattered. He then told his mother, and his mother knew that he would never do anything like that. So she was like, okay, something is going on here. So Jason and his mom went to his dad. They told him what's been going on. And the dad immediately, I guess, thought that there really was a spirit. So he was like, if there is a spirit in here, and can you please tell us your name and tell us anything about you? If you have something to say, write it down on this piece of paper. He left a piece of paper and a pencil, or a pen, I think it was a pencil, but whatever, on the table. The three of them left the room, shut the door. When they came back, they found on the piece of paper, someone wrote Danny and then 7, the number 7. Danny also wrote on the piece of paper a huge note about how his mother died in that bed in 1899. That really freaked them out. So they were kind of confused because they didn't know if Danny also died in the bed. They didn't know why he was so attached to this bed, but he did say in the note that his mother did die in the bed, and I guess he didn't want anybody having this bed. He was making it clear that this is his bed and nobody can sleep in it, nobody can sit on it. It's nobody's bed, it's my bed. One night, Jason was laying in the bed and he just kept saying, Danny, this is my bed now. You need to leave. This is my bed. Just kept going on and on and on about that. And then as soon as he started saying that, something came off the wall. It was like this glass thingy. And Jason heard it come off the wall, so he looked and then he sees this thing floating in the air. Then all of a sudden, it was like somebody was holding it and chucked it at Jason. Jason moved out of the way and the thingy went right by him and went against the closet door and shattered into a million pieces. Jason was totally freaked out. He had no idea that Danny had that kind of power, so he ran out of the room. 10 minutes later, he came back. His room was totally trashed. After that incident, Jason had enough. So him and his parents got rid of that bed and they never heard from Danny again. What do you guys think of the story? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you guys did for Halloween. And by the way, I was Donatello this Halloween. I know after all that, I was like, should I be Annabelle or should I be Sailor Moon? And I'm just like, I'm gonna be Donatello. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.